Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're making history. We're doing it.
This shot live inside the Orion spacecraft, where our
We
4
are
crew
making
members are
history.
continuing with their
53
lunar
years later.
flyby activities. They have just begun those activities really about 20 minutes ago, so we've got several hours of moon view opportunities. This is still a live view inside that capsule. However, you can see just how dark they have turned down the lights. Actually, they've turned them all the way off. There are a few LEDs that they cannot power off, but turning down these lights gives them better views outside of the spacecraft's windows while they photograph the moon. This also prevents any reflections from inside the spacecraft bouncing up on the windows and interfering with their photography.
They must be going nuts in there. Well, look how many we tuned up right now. 7. Almost a million. Damn. Look at the chat a bit. Dead chat? Dead chat? Okay. I was gonna say.
As we were previously discussing, the crew members are serving on teams. The first team being Commander Reed Wiseman and Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen at the windows photographing what they see. We heard reports earlier that they could see both the moon and the Earth in the same view, and we are looking forward to seeing the moon and the Earth in the same view as well. That Earth set coming up in just a few hours.
Nobody cares
While
who you're
Wiseman and
fucking
Hansen
from.
are at the windows photographing,
Fuck the fuck up.
Glover and Cook are serving as support crew. They are able to assist with cameras. They are also providing those situation reports, letting us know how the team is working inside the spacecraft, what they're seeing, and how they're feeling about it. Those first blocks of teams will last about an hour, and the crew members are approaching the halfway point into their first observation block. A reminder, we have 5 of those blocks today. So they're approaching this halfway point, during which the crew at the window will switch roles. One will begin taking pictures, and the other will be making annotations on their PCD. That's portable computing device. Both of those crew members at the windows are recording audio of what they see. They are putting on headsets and
Fuck.
recording audio into their portable computing devices. Obviously, we are not hearing this right now. This is going to be sent down to the science team, and they will be able to analyze that at a later time. What we are hearing, though, and will continue to hear, are those science sit reps a few times every block. Once this block is complete, about 40 minutes from now, we will have the teams switch. That means pilot Victor Glover and
Science integrity, looking out of window 1. I think I may have misreported earlier saying that it was Tycho going over the horizon. That was Copernicus I was referring to. Apologies. It was Copernicus is what is farthest bounding to the east.
How you do it. Okay, we're rolling. How you do it. Okay, we're rolling. How you do it. How you do it. Okay, we're rolling. How you do it. How you do it. How you do it. How you do it.
Beast.
Brother, we gotta freaking talk, baby. So many of you guys are gonna find yourself one day in the shower with a woman, and you're gonna see her legs. And something in you, I don't know what it is about being a man, but when you're in the shower with a beautiful woman, something in you is like, piss on her leg. Just take a piss on her leg. You guys think I'm joking about this, but it could be very dog-like. You know, that dog in you wants to piss on the leg. A lot of people's dogs, though, internal dog has been put down and neutered, and sort of, it just wants to be pet all the time. But if you still got that dog in you, man, you know, you see those legs? Oh, shit. Just got an ash in my freaking thing. Holy smokes, burn a hole through my legs. Yeah, you're going to want to piss on her leg. And your relationship has to have, here's what I'm saying. If you can't piss on your girl's leg in the shower without her threatening to call the cops, now I'm not saying she's going to like it, but at least you can do it. You can piss on her toes, have her like, oh, stop that. What are you doing, babe? No! Stop. If you can't do that, and if you try to do this, and she just, what are you doing? You're sicko. You sicko. She turns into your mother. You're sick. You're not well. You need help. You're a pervert. My girl calls me a pervert as well. But I mean, we're all a little bit of pervert, you know. We all have a bit of perverse in us. So she's not wrong. But it's yeah, you gotta be able to do it. You know what I mean? It's not like she's really that pissed off. So I think 99% of divorces is guys that just can't piss on their wife's leg in the shower. Because you really need to be playful. You know what I mean? You got to have some playful. And that's just one of the many playful things. In the past, I said, if you're not able to tell your girl, just show me those titties. Now, maybe she had a bad day at work. Maybe she had a period. You won't always be able to do this, but you should be able to playfully show me those titties. And she goes, hey, freaking lifts his shirt up. I mean, it's just a playful. You got to set that tone, though, in your relationship. I mean, if you've been married for 10 years and you never piss on her leg, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you can't just go full-on stream pissing all over, ha, 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 take that. No, dude, I mean, you know, you got to slowly introduce play. Play. That's another thing, man. Play is everything. Play is what makes us... dude, people... This is the thing. There's too many losers. Most people are hecklers. Really, the life of most people is that of a heckler. If you're a heckler, you shouldn't feel bad. Keep being a heckler. That's what you are. But if you're somebody that has your 2 cents, if you have a sound mind, you should realize that the world we operate in is a bunch of losers and hecklers that have a microphone. It used to be like, if you really wanted to speak up and you're a loser, you're a heckler, you don't have a microphone. You got to like yell it, scream it from the top of your lungs. Now everyone can scream it. And so the real idiots among us, the idiots all have a voice. So they hear something like this, and they hear something about play, and they just take it totally. Here's what happens. Everything that starts out important, that gains in popularity, gets memed to death.
This is starting to happen more than ever. I really can't believe what I'm seeing.
Welcome back to a series of
Evidence that our universe might exist in evidence that our universe.
I'm the guy who jumped from space.
I saw that live. I actually saw this live.
I wanted to be the first human outside of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier.
He landed on a net.
I almost weigh twice the weight that I normally have, and it's very difficult to do a perfect exit. Do not over-rotate. Because if I start over-rotating, there's no air that you can use to slow down.
Okay, Joe, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go, Felix.
I'm going over.
Chopper away.
First 25 seconds, it looked like everything is under control. And after 34 seconds, I hit Mach 1 and I broke the speed of sound.
Was that him breaking the... Yeah.
That was our goal. I wanted to be the first human outside of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier. Because of the fact that a lot of those scientists said prior to the jump, you're gonna spin like crazy, and the other half said, we don't think anything is gonna happen. I was mentally prepared to spin, but I was hoping that I'm not gonna spin. Now, if you watch the next couple of seconds, you see at that moment, it slowly starts to spin. It's getting faster.
Oh.
The problem is there's no protocol. There's nobody in the world telling you, listen, Felix, if this happens, you have to do this while the whole world is watching. Then I was trying to move my arms around a little bit, just maybe it does something. And then it stopped for a second, but now it starts getting the opposite direction, you know, and then it really ramps up. At that moment, it's not about breaking records anymore. At that moment, it's all about survival.
Speed 600 miles per hour.
There's only one way for the blood to leave your skull, and that's through all the eyeballs. If that happens, you're gonna die. I had a Chi Whiz attached to my hand. The Chi Whiz is a device that it fires a drogue chute that pulls you out of that flat spin. That's why I put my hands in to trick that Chi Whiz. It's less Chi, and now the Chi Whiz senses, oh, less Chi, that means he's getting it under control. I turned around and I was stable as a rock.
Showing Felix in a stable descent.
So when you look at my suit, you know, the more you fall, the more depressurized the suit gets, and here you can already see the suit flapping. You look at the sky, it's blue now. So we went from black sky back to blue sky. If you look at the right corner, Luke was dropping some flares, and it gives me the perfect direction for the wind. Now this is a very important moment. Very first time after hours and hours inside that spacesuit that I'm breathing regular air. So now I'm really happy because even the landing worked just perfect.
New world record holder.
Buddy. That's not what I saw live, my bad, I'm fucking retarded. But shit. Killed it.
Temperature check.
Yeah, so one of the questions that you guys asked me to provide is, you know, what's the most dangerous situation I've ever been in the F-16? Well, you know, I think the more experienced you get to a defensive position in a heartbeat, so you've really got to be prepared for anything. So I'd say, you know, fatigue. On our wingman here. 2.0, one's ready. 7.0.7. 0.9. The DCS and an incredibly surreal experience.
He's ready.
Check left.
1, 2.
Go.
15, or F-16.
Right and turn, deep 6.
Lean, same flight level 1.
Tally.
1.
tighten turn.
So yeah, I'm curious to see what my heart rate looks like and what the G's look like on that set. Woo! All right, Mac.
Upper 2, knock it off. Tilt Viper 10,000.
Viper, knock it off. Viper 1, knock it off.
Upper 2, knock it off.
Maybe not in a 2 bag. Well, we saved it. Oh.
Tilt Viper 10,000.
Viper, knock it off. Viper 1, knock it off.
Upper 2, knock it off.
Woo! All right, Max, 6.9 G's there. That's a good one. Left hand turn. Whew. Okay, so you can really see now the effects of G's on the body. You're turning around, you're fighting. Now, lag.
Fatigue.
No lead. He's at lag. Now. EB, can I save it? Maybe not in a 2 bag. Where you're just following guys around, you're learning the
And it's just like, okay, that's
Island Boy. Did that just send you into a fight or flight response? Yeah, I bet it did. That's a name you probably have.
To death by the losers.
Anyways, bro, I need to finish this interview.
And did everything right, I wouldn't dent it even at a fraction of a percentage. Do you think I was addicted to downers destroy your life? It's all psychological programming. If I got on TV every day and talked about how much I love slapping a child, and I made it comedic or musical, or I use a different vessel to hit more parts of your psyche, would the percentage of hitting children go up?
I personally believe so.
What are these wet ass pussy and what's that doing to the youth? It's making them whores, little whore. 99% of women on earth right now are whores.
Do you think you're helping maintain that number or reduce that number?
Let me tell you this. If I went full perfect and did everything right, I wouldn't dent it even at a fraction of a percentage. Do you think I'll touch a fraction?
Personally, no.
Now, if I was behind all mainstream media and I chose what people saw on TV, would I bring that number down?
You could eliminate that number.
Would I be doing this on a big mainstream platform?
I really don't know.
When it happens and I do it, you'll know I sold out. When I'm talking to 20 million children and I'm with whores on TV shaking ass, you think I'll go to bed like, oh, that was a good music video? You think I'll go back to bed happy doing that? I'll pull the plug on that. People are like, well, why do you do it now for your like impressionable audience and stuff? I live a transparent life. The alternative is me hiding it and not affecting a fraction of the percentage, and then someone just takes a picture of me doing it behind the scenes, and it blows up, and I'm a phony, the worst thing you could be called, and it has an even more impactful statement, because then they go, if he's hiding it, it must be so good. His lifestyle must be, he's keeping it away from us. I gotta be, the whole youth that sees me in public and wants to take a picture of me, none of them are degenerate. They look just like regular kids. And they know, they'd be 17, 16, and they'll be like, yeah, these bitches are whores. They talk like that. But you click on their socials, like when I go, get a 17-year-old girl, she's a fan, I get her socials and check if she's reposting my clips and stuff. It's not like they're living degenerate lives. But they will, as they grow 20 to 23 to 25, that's when everyone morphs even more. Heartbreak and all that stuff happens. You lose the love of your life and you become a whore or a whore maker. But you look at the people who watch me, it's like, they understand, well, they've seen everything, not just like right now that I'm buzzing, all these guys don't know anything about me. The guys who are at my core and been with me for years, they all know the stories of what I was. A psychopath to what I became. A dude in a bathrobe that drinks a little wine and makes informative content for everyone. And do I bully people? No. Do I attack people? No. I push the message of Christ.
I mean, you kind of got attacked.
Is there evil in the world?
Absolutely.
I've been jumped so many times in my past, I've almost forgot about this one. Actually, I almost forgot.
Yeah, when we reached out,
No, because when I got jumped in the past, it was for a girl, it was for this, it was for stupid shit that I felt ashamed of. Getting jumped for saying your God is not a God, it's all your gods, all religions' gods are demons. My God is your God. Getting jumped for that is the easiest conversation I'll ever have with the Creator, right?
Do you feel like you would have enjoyed life more in the medieval times? And what do you think your role would have been?
I'd be a knight, and growing up in that society, like you believe the Dark Ages and blah, 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 it's all lies. It's an attack on Christianity. Knights never even told white lies. If you research this, they never told one white lie. Everyone was just good. Everyone was faithful to their wife and family unit, like 99%. You and I, we would never even swear, right? We wouldn't say fucking bitch, cunt this. We wouldn't say any of that. We'd just be grown up different, right? The criminals in that society, they were just fucking drunks of the town. They weren't even that bad. Now you got like 15-year-old dudes in Chicago that are way scarier than a fucking OG gangster. They're the ISIS. They're not even organized. They're boom, 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 boom. Now it's the this is ghost town. Now it's anyone can die anywhere. You get stabbed anytime, and then they'll put on TV, you can die from someone's knee being on your neck. No, you can't. I worked 5 years as a bouncer. You know what? Ask any bouncer you know, security guard at nightclubs. All of them that have clocked in 2 to 5 years have had their knees on someone's neck for over 45 an hour sometimes, with other dudes holding the other limbs. I've had my knee on 1,000 black dudes' necks. One of them died on Molly, on Xan, on GHB. They're on everything. They're sweating. The fuck?
You're kind of popular.
Hey, I'm in the middle of a podcast thing.
Okay, just message me.
Yo, let me tell you something.
But
I make more money than you.
you shit on the entire Muslim.
Yo, what the fuck? Okay, this is my brother's really angry that I'm shitting on the Muslim community. He just keeps attacking me. I'm not. I think I'm gonna get jumped by my uncle. And
So the family reunion is going to be a little...
they've never been more mad than I forgot who snitched on me, but I think my little cousin. They don't like the attacking Muslims thing. They're like, yo, you're attacking us. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You mentioned vessels earlier when you said pushing a message via music, via, let's say, you said music is one of them, as well as comedy. What are these other vessels? How are they used? And what is their efficacy?
What? Vessels like comedy?
Yeah, you said, for example, if you had power and you would push this message of, let's say, for example, slapping kids, and you use the vessel of comedy, and you use the vessel of music, and
Science is
these
all
other
that.
vessels, etc. So can you expand more on that concept? What do these vessels hit? Why are they effective, if they're effective at all?
Just like Hitler said, if you want them to believe you, the masses, he's a populist, like Trump and all those guys that are true populists. Trump dumbs down what he's trying to say so he can reach a wider audience. Like, people think he talks dumb. If you talk to him off camera, it's a way different pace. It's a way different vocabulary. I'm not saying he's like a linguistic fucking genius. I'm saying it doesn't sound like he's giving a speech. But a populist understands tone, messaging, to smash into your diurnal, nocturnal pulse and really affect you through the ether, through the mental plane. But Hitler said, if you want a lie to consume the masses, you just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, but only if it's huge. The lie has to be huge. That's repetition. It's a poetic type of synchronization to the psyche. There's repetition. There's rhyme, right? Because rhyme is, every time it pings off a rhyme, it's actually smashing a memory. Like, it's, memories will come like boop, and it rhymes with a bing, bing, it'll hit harder. Imagery, all that, and a lot of people don't know they're doing it. Well, they try and they don't get what's happening. Then there's informative style, like the way liberals do it, where, hey, I'm Hassan Piker, and put a knee on someone's neck and they're gonna die because, like, when they're not ripping off people and beating up pregnant women and snorting fentanyl, they're out saving the world. And informative is like a lot of channels that are boring. The informative is the easiest one to beat. Like, if you saw Andrew Tate's first week on the internet, he consumed the left. Like, he literally, if they had to censor him because he's blowing up too fast, because informative and leftist type thinking is way too boring. And boring does mean dishonest, by the way. The truth is so fucking interesting. You know what the truth about black people is? They're like this much of the Americans, like minority. I forget the percent. What's the percentage?
I believe it's around 13%.
13%, and they do over half the crime. These niggas is on overtime, See, that uncomfortable truth, no one can turn off the fucking channel right now. Oh, I'm so offended, oh my God. Why are you offended? And if I had masked it and buried it with political correct talk, would you be offended? No, you wouldn't. But would you know the same information? Fuck no! Well, the black community has had socioeconomic problems ever since redlining and the crack epidemic.
That is true, though.
Give me a fucking break. The truth slices through everything. And the beautiful thing about the truth is, it doesn't actually get suppressed, right? Even if 10 years pass with censorship and stuff, it comes back stronger every time. Just look at the right wing through Trump, right? He got suppressed with the Obama administration, 8 years. And then people are like, he's not even doing anything for the black community. He's like fucking made the rainbow White House, right? The White House is now black. No, it went rainbow. He did LGBT stuff, turned everyone trans through fucking affecting mainstream and social media. Everyone turned gay. Look, 40% of Zoomers are fucking gay. Obama boomed the rainbow everywhere. And everyone's just like, yeah, but he's black. No, that's like the whitest president in history. The white dudes do the gay shit usually, right? You think, the gay community are all from minorities. Oh, we love BLM. Niggas hate you guys. Go to the hood, bro. Niggas are straight as fuck. So it's like, it's not compatible. All right, that's why you'll see some. Look, what I'm trying to say is, it's all a sham. If any channel you watch that's politically correct, you're just frozen in time waiting for the truth. And the truth might hit you hard. If I gave a white identity movement speech right now and made it comedic and sliced through everything, just made it just hit. Young boys who've been watching their girlfriends get fucked, little soy boy white boys for 10 years who've had enough and they don't know why they're having suicidal thoughts, they interpret that suppression that self-aggression, which is depression, how do they interpret a white identity message? Aggressively, because it hits all at once, and they go, oh, these black guys, I hate these N-words, and they turn into bloodthirsty people. Very few, like very tiny, because white people are so gentle. But the point is, if you run from the truth, it's gonna, before it frees you, it's gonna put you in the material world's cage, because you're gonna act like an animal. You won't know what to do. You give someone who's not politically correct like me white identity facts, like, oh, it's cool, yeah, white people don't do that much crime. Yeah, it's not like I want to fucking go lock up black people and go crazy. You know what I mean? It's like the fucking truth. I'm used to the truth. I do this with bouncers 5 years, right? We'd have smoke breaks. We talk about it all the time. That censorship and suppression is not because they don't want the truth out, because the ruling class knows it's coming out. It always comes out. They know who God is. The suppression is a order out of chaos, where they stranglehold you with order before chaos, and then they reorganize society, right? They've done it through every revolution, and they control both sides usually. But when there's mass censorship happening for a decade, it's building to something. And you really think the ruling class is dumb? No, they go right to control the controlled opposition, whatever it's building to. If it's building to a socialist hellhole, they immediately start funding people like Hassan Piker and stuff, and they start getting their clowns in check, and then they lead that movement. But before they lead it, it's a Hegelian dialect. You bring two groups of people who hate each other. You make two groups of people who are tolerant of each other, hate each other. There's so much bloodshed and friction and war of attrition. There's so much bloodshed that everyone says, stop, we don't want war anymore. We need peace. And now there's peace and diversity. The ends justify the means to these people. Does that make sense?
For instance, would you say that there are a lot less...
Just close that door.
Would you say there are a lot less masculine, white Christians now than there were in the 50s?
No. There's no masculine Christians. Why do you think I'm leading the charge? You know, I spent my whole life, couldn't wait to go home from the club so I could have a girl suck my dick. And as she sucked my dick, I'm planning shit, bro. I'm gonna be alone. I don't wanna hear this bitch talk. I'm gonna tell her to leave. And now I'm alone in this fucking dark apartment, and I'm waiting for the world to come cancel and pitchfork me to death for the shit I say that I get away with because I work at a nightclub, and they still fire me for the shit I say. Living kind of terrified. And a young man, no future, nothing. I had nothing to look forward to. I would just watch the 2016, there would be riots and protests. I'd just watch political channels and Alex Jones and them going on the street with the Pussy Hat March. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I'm gonna wait for the masculine, white identity Christian guy to come on the scene. And I waited till I became old, and it never happened. And when you wait that long, and you're just waiting for that kind of message, eventually you either snap and completely have a mental breakdown, there's no one coming to save me, or you lead the charge.
Well, the difference is that you were waiting for a white guy, so, it was taking a long time. But if you were just looking for a masculine one that was following the religion that you wanted to get behind, then you could have found one of a different ethnic group much easier.
It wouldn't work, because look at Trump. He appeals to his white base. So if some American led that charge, do you really think they're gonna capture is it gonna be a populist message to capture majority of Americans? Fuck no. They would need to cover all their bases, but a Mexican ain't leading a Christian charge, because throughout history, Christianity's touched all corners of earth. At one point, you can research, it's buried in their dark web. All Indians were Christian at one point.
I do not believe this.
I got some stuff I'm gonna send you. The whole world has heard the Gospels, not once, thousands times over. The white people were just the most loyal to the cross. That's it. And you made that joke that you're like, well, in the past they were probably the worst, and I like gave you pushback. I think you're, I'll take that back. Probably. I don't know. All of if the news is fake, history is fake. The timeline's warped. Mega. There's scholars who say we're like 2,000 years off or this. We don't even know what the fucking date is, 2023. All we know is we start at the Jesus point. That's all we know. That's it. So if it's 4,000 to year 2023, whatever it is, it'll be connected to the cross. It has to be connected to the truth. And everyone's mental. We all share that mental plane. So, yeah, I don't really see like a Mexican leading that charge.
But
even if he was better than Trump, if he was more based and all that, I don't think you can appeal to that many people when humans are so tribal. The good thing about the whites leading the charge is they're very fair. And people think I'm playing a character, but go work for immigrants and then go work for a white guy. And really, why don't you go compare?
Well, what's the percentage of immigrants that are in such a high position that you can even work for? This is such a small percentage. So of course, if you get a sample size of 99 white guys and then one immigrant, a bad immigrant business owner is going to overrepresent.
No, you look at short-term reward systems and cycles in the brain. Anyone who thinks short-term usually ends up going to jail for short-term pleasures. Anyone who thinks long-term becomes very successful. The long-term thinkers don't like drama. They don't want workplace drama where they rip you off for $1,000 on your paycheck because they know that everyone in town is going to hear that you're ripping people off. They know long-term it's going to affect their business. Immigrants are very short-term thinkers. They're like, oh, I ripped him off for $1,000, fired him, and they don't go that far. The white man doesn't, it's not that he's better and a nicer and kinder soul, and he doesn't want the drama. He wants to build a Fortune 500 company fairly, not because he's fair, not because he's Christian, because it shows that the way he thinks, the patterns, and really Christianity affected him most because when the white people were the most loyal to the cross, even as they became secular and atheist, they still have those thought loops from their parents, grandparents, and ancestors and ancestral DNA. So they just turned out to be more fair. Anyone who's had a white boss that they've hated, really ask yourself, if you had 100 white bosses or 100 minority bosses of any color, who percentage-wise, where are you making money and where are you getting ripped off? I get ripped off with my people, and we're white, we're Albanian, right? I get ripped off. I've worked for every color of people, and they're all good to me. I barely got scammed by a lot of them because they think I'm gonna stab them. But I remember...
Where are you gonna stab them?
Back then, yeah. I just remember the percentage being way too high. But I remember...
Where are you gonna stab them?
Back then, yeah. I just remember the percentage being way too high. I'm way too successful when I work with the tribe that was the most loyal to the cross. Even if they're watching the girls get fucked now, and they're those kind of whites, for some reason, their history bleeds out through their business practices and stuff. And remember, that's why white people had the most money and peaceful mind. And then, they got taken over by the one thing that makes the most money. And
Now, would you rather get ripped off by your boss, or would you rather know that your boss likes his wife getting taken by other guys? I'm willing to get ripped off personally. Suffer a couple of dollars.
I'm not defending this. No, I'm not. I'm not defending this. I'm not defending this because that's not even a marriage. If your wife's getting fucked, that's not a wife. That's not a marriage.
Hey, that's what they say.
I'm not defending it.
Malcolm X, the greatest American of all time.
Yeah,
he talked about that.
I said that last time. You stole that from me.
I did not steal that.
You were a Martin Luther guy.
No. That is my claim, that Malcolm X is the greatest American of all time.
That's the first black president. I mean, that's why they killed him. And Obama's the first homosexual president. But it's funny because it's like anytime black consciousness is going conservative and correct and towards God, even if there's no God message, like with the late, great...
Even if there's no violence.
I'm saying with the late, great Kevin Samuels. You know who he is? Of course you do.
I've seen him, yeah.
When he was on the scene, And I was shitting on all the red pill guys. The messaging is wrong, the messaging. And my community would say, Circa, you're the only real red pill. And I'd say, no, I'm not. It's Kevin Samuels. He's in a suit and tie. He's getting the youth, the black youth, to stop thinking blue and Democrat. He's getting the man masculine. He's doing everything correct. Who do you think I'm going to be when I'm an older man?
Was he really political, though, Kevin Samuels?
Absolutely. I think he was assassinated.
Really? I don't know. I didn't really see the political message with him.
Kevin Samuels. Who do you think I want to be like? Oh, Zerka, you're your own hero. You don't want to. No, I would. You can find clips of me saying this. That's exactly what the youth needs. I really don't think they need me, but in these times, I know if I put a suit and tie on, I won't be effective.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of you as a character, even still.
Ask anyone behind the scenes how much. I think the only things about me that is a character, if I say something fucking outrageous, ridiculous, you can't believe it, it's the truth. If I say something that is so fucking outrageous that you're left in awe and think I should be put in prison, that one's probably a joke.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I'd like to understand is how are you able to go on these 4-hour cardio sessions, walks, when you smoke some? I mean, there's 3 packs of cigarettes.
I do
on the
cardio
table
with
right now.
4 cigarettes. That's it. As I go for my hikes, 4 cigarettes, that's all I need, instead of a water bottle. And everyone watching this is laughing hard right now. I swear to God, this is not a joke. That's how I do cardio. And is it good for you? No. Cigarettes are from the government trying to kill you. They can do this with just tobacco and it'll be the same thing, but they have to add 4,000 chemicals.
Well, can't you do that with just tobacco too? Like, just buy the paper, put the tobacco
What
in it,
makes
and
you
roll
think
it?
I haven't?
The 3 boxes on the table that are out of the shot currently.
You don't think I have someone who loads these and puts them back in the box?
I wouldn't put it past you.
You've ever seen me buy a pack at 7-Eleven and then smoke it?
I don't think we've been in 7-Eleven together yet.
Might take you. And you like Indians?
Pause. That sounded a little gay.
You like Apu? You want to go to 7-Eleven?
I was a fan of the character, yeah.
Me too, just not the race.
I'm a fan of the Indians too. They've never done
Which
wrong.
people do you not like? For me, it's all of them.
So
Black,
fucking
white, blah.
Albanian.
They're all born in a fallen state. They need to accept Christ. Zerka accepting Christ went from crook and criminal to
Crook and criminal?
with lawyers now.
I wouldn't say crime. I haven't seen you commit any crime.
I was destructive before to everything around me. Now I'm just destructive to myself. Like, who's really being harmed besides me? Nobody. Before, I was punching people in the face for coughing on me. And here's the worst part. This was before COVID. So imagine my urge now, after COVID, when the grandma at the supermarket coughs on me, and I gotta do everything I can not to break her hip. With Christ, you can do anything. And that bitch strolled out of there, fucking with every hair on her scalp, mint condition. God is here to reduce your sinning.
Mint condition.
Now, if I became a much more violent person after Christ, then you can say, this guy's not a Christian, this guy's a hypocrite, this guy. Can't say it when I'm fucking killing it. I'm not killing her, the grandma.
Do you ever look back at your violent past and feel a sense of shame or regret that it took you too long to find Christ? Because who knows?
No, because I worked in the nightlife. Everyone deserved it, even the guy who didn't. If he's in that club, he deserved it.
Can you elaborate on that?
The who's in nightclubs, fucking sleazeballs and dirtbags, rapists and molesters and people drugging people. And, even the good guys at the club, and I'd see this, I'd just be like this, just guarding the door outside, boop, 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 music playing, and there would be a babe coming out like a wounded gazelle, drunk as fuck, stumbling to the car, and without her friends, right? So this one left the herd. And all the nice guys, all the non-crooks, needed to go talk to her. They were fiending to get her in a cab and take her home. And that's the first time I didn't get fired for fucking someone up. And I was imagine the good businessmen who are not the gangsters. That's a rapist. You just loaded language. You're gonna call me like, oh, you're overreacting. If you start drooling, and I'm not saying, if you're drooling for her to get her home when she's that fucked up, that's normal. That's sin. That you look at tits, you want to grab tits that are not yours. Yeah, I get the impulses, right? But when you act on it and you try and convince yourself, no, I'm not gonna touch her. Even if you don't touch her, if you stay by her bedside and make sure she don't puke. Nigga, you a stranger in her house. You had every other fucking thought of taking her back to her friends or talking to a security guard, getting her to the security in front of the cameras. Who are your friends? We grab your friends. You don't leave. Worst case scenario, we call the cops and drunk tank this bitch. Every single million ideas you can have to guard that bitch, they're all null and void because you need to do it yourself, and you're not the most capable. So what are you trying to do? It's you're gambling with being a rapist. You're gambling with taking on that identity. And when you see good men, normal men, non-gangsters, actually a lot of the gangsters were like, no, this is actually kind of weird. But I think gangsters obviously would do it too. When you see this, every time someone says to me, nah, you got a weird impression about humanity because you worked at a nightclub, just saw sleazeballs and all that. No, there's people who are never in the club. It's like they're here for a birthday once a year, and even they would try and, like women at low HP drinking, men get aroused by this, right? And I think all men get aroused, like maybe 10%, 20%, but most men, 60, 70%, that's your good guys. And then you point to me and go, well, Zerka, I mean, can you see me ever going in that fucking car? Even when I was like not God-fearing, I always felt like I'm being watched.
I think you'd just be annoyed by her and want to stay away.
Same.
Yeah.
Me too.
Or I'd get lucky and she chokes on her vomit and dies. It's like, yeah, add to the
That's
kill
why
list.
I love
That's a
streaming
joke.
at no viewers.
But there are no good people, man.
That's exactly
go to the library, go anywhere.
So do you
good
think
people were at the peak of Christian theocracy? That's the last time we saw good people.
Do you think the problem was the environment that turned these people like that weren't usually at the club, or do you think they were just like that?
Environment affects nature because ancestral DNA your ancestors' traumas are passed down to you.
I think they
Did you know that
genetics
your great-great-great-grandfather, he went through a heartbreak identical to the one you had with Sally, but you'll never know. He didn't tell anyone about it.
I don't think that's true though, because our great grandparents, it was a better time. They meet a woman, maybe they're 15,
you don't think that's
16,
true?
and they stay together their whole life.
Do you have the genetic traits of your parents?
Absolutely.
Do you have the flaws of your parents?
Some, yeah.
Those flaws are so hard to overcome that if your great grandfather had a drinking problem, you're probably gonna have one. If your dad had a drinking problem, it might not be drinking, you might like Cheetos and be obese, but you still want that quick dopamine reward system. Your ancestors' problems loop and reoccur. Your job is to stop all the loops. That's when you find yourself in a suit and tie like Kevin Samuels, and hopefully married. I don't know, he wasn't married, but married and living a normal life.
That's a beast right there.
That's why I say, me going from the darkest satanic motherfucking practicing all sorts of non-ordinary states and meditation at a Rosicrucian temple when I worked for these businessmen, and just practicing their backwards review and reflection and meditation and just all the Rosicrucian practices. But I was around Satanists, and I didn't take them serious. They were broke, these ones. I only took the fucking businessmen who were making a lot of money. Those Satanists were real. There's Luciferians. I thought that was like, what the fuck? You guys just like to read those intellectual books. There was all sorts of these kind of people in the club. And these guys were the smart ones. And the dumb ones were just called gangsters. They didn't read any books. But the high-level gangsters, they use occult sciences to manipulate their way to the top.
Damn.
A gangster businessman is mafia. A gangster broke guy, it's a mafia. It's the same shit. It's just gangster. The difference is reading. You give an evil mind a book and he enjoys it, he has a higher capacity to spread evil now. All of this, I went from all this evil to Christ. Am I locked up right now? Is there a case against me? No, you understand? Now, would you ever want to be my roommate if I wasn't a Christian? Be honest.
I personally wouldn't want to be your roommate now.
What if I went hardcore into Islam? Because I'm very right wing, so I would be with ISIS. Would you want to be my roommate then? No music. You can't play music. I'll cut your head off.
Probably not. But
so you want me to be a Christian? You want me to be a Christian right now in this fucking interview?
I just don't want you to be my roommate.
You see the point I'm making? You need me to be a Christian in this interview while we're alone. Because if I wiped it all away, you wouldn't have your team and all the cameras and shit. You guys wouldn't do this. You guys would say, you know what? Maybe we'll do a Skype call. You want me to be a Christian more than I want to be a Christian. That's the truth. For me, it's hard. It's hard to clean up your life.
Damn.
And you're a Muslim. You're a Muslim admitting you want me to be a Christian more than a Muslim.
Oh my God. Oh. Calm down, Z. You gotta calm down a bit, man. Oh. Ce gars se basta lita flou. Hey, yo. Boy, listen to the
You want me to be a Christian?
Bro, il a spaz! He spaz, bro! That's when you spaz with logic. That's insane. You cannot deny that. I'm just overhyping it, to be honest. I'm just overhyping it.
More than I want to be a Christian. Roommate then, no music. You can't play music. So I would be with.
No music! C'est vrai! No music, you can't play music. GG. I move immediately. I move, I go somewhere else. I go to the park. Something, I play some music.
With ISIS. Would you want to be my roommate then? No music. You can't play music. I'll cut your head off.
Probably not. But
so you want me to be a Christian? You want me to be a Christian right now in this fucking interview?
I just don't want to.
You see the point I'm making? You need me to be a Christian in this interview.
You want me to be a Christian now in this fucking interview?
If I wiped it all away, you wouldn't have your team and all the cameras and shit. You guys wouldn't do this. You guys would say, you know what? Maybe we'll do a Skype call. You want me to be a Christian more than I want to be a Christian. That's the truth. For me, it's hard. It's hard to clean up your life. And you're a Muslim. You're a Muslim admitting you want me to be a Christian more than a Muslim.
I mean, you just called me Jewish last time.
It's all the same shit.
The only thing you haven't called me is a Christian.
Not yet. Because when I'm at the top of the top, you think I'm not going to buy you out?
Now, do you think? Okay, so let's say your idea is you have this theocracy based in
No, not
Christ.
me. That'll be Nick's. I'm just the martyr.
Okay.
We're not letting the sinner lead the movement. Fuck no, I'm not Andrew Tate, where he hides the coke and the whores and he says, I'm actually a good person. No. I am just a sword. Matter of fact, I'm a spear. Throw me. Pure Chad who can get any girl.
Throw me.
It'll be Nick. It will never be me. It'll be the guy, the most feared guy to talk to on the internet. It'll be a guy who Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, Ed Ben, nobody wants to debate the truth. And that nigga's the truth. And you don't take him serious because he looks youthful and stuff. It will be led by someone that is actually. I don't know. I'm not going to go into depth with this, but go ask my high school friends who I was in high school. I lost my virginity at 20 years old, very late. Never drank, never did drugs, none of that. I was Nick. Identical. Without.
Fucking interesting. Delicious. Fuck. Just wasted like a thousand. I hope you only clicked once, dude. So Gamma fucking dead, man.
Without the suit and tie, but identical.
Without the racism, I'm assuming too.
No more. Way more. I had a diverse group of friends, but we all hated most of the races and stuff.
Well, isn't that like the least racist environment if the group is dead?
For us, not for strangers that we see on the street. You know, we see a Chinese guy on the street, I'd be with my Chinese buddy, and then, you know, we'd go after him.
What is going after him entail?
Like, he knows at the back of the bus, we're like making fun of him. Like, I think he can see us do this. You know what I'm doing behind my glasses? I'm doing Chinese eyes. Bwong. They fuck so much and they're all atheists. And China, without any foreign wars like the wars we do for Israel.
Whoa, yeah, that was a good start right there.
They became the economic superpower, the flagship, without no wars. That's what a slave atheist population will do. Do more work! Do more work! Right now! And they actually.
What is you doing,
work.
Big B?
Everyone's
Fucking trash.
China.
Playing like a bot.
And let me tell you something, that's not a good thing.
What are you
Want
doing?
mass produce, you want to go get a made in China condom and tell me how that goes
Get
for
the
the
fuck
next
out of here,
18 years
dude.
of your life. You don't want that. You want Christians making it so they go, when I make this condom out of lambskin, if you do sin, you'll never answer Moloch and the abortion demon.
Well, the Christian wouldn't even want you to use that.
No.
Yeah.
Christians who say don't sin are psyops.
No, but you know they would rather have the children come to life. Not sinning, but wouldn't they encourage you to marry if the child came out?
I genuinely don't believe the antidote is to encourage people to not.
This guy doesn't know how to play cross.
Has it been effective? Like,
this guy doesn't know how to play cross.
Has that ever been effective in the last 7 years? Let's say the last 7 years.
But I don't think that's been happening the last 7 years. I think degeneracy has been pushed forward more. But hold on, let's circle back to the China point. you said they're winning this and that. So kind of like the points you use to further Christianity, isn't that maybe a testament that maybe atheism or whatever they're saying perhaps is the truth?
Say that again. Atheism is the truth because they're winning?
Yeah, you said.
What did the Bible say? What did the Bible say of who's at the top and all around you? It's not the good guys.
You tell me.
It's anyone who makes channels and makes pacts with demons. 33% of all fallen angels that adhere to Lucifer. I'm telling you this. White people are the richest with the most peace of mind, but they're not richer than the state of you-know-who. Because the state of you-know-who is known for rejecting Christ. So in the material world, which is blink in a second of infinity, they're going to win for a blink of a second, but they're not going to win even in the material world. You look at Epstein or any of these guys, they're always sweaty, worrying, and always on edge. All rulers are always on edge that they're going to get snaked by another ruler and get killed because they're all rapists, murderers. And think of Epstein. His job was, let's say I'm a pedophile, right? I'd bring you here and I'd say, I'm Jeffrey Epstein, and you don't know anything about me, right? But you have what's your name again?
Yasin.
You have a YouTube, right?
Yeah. That's it.
What is your YouTube?
It's Hello Yasin. Hello Yasin.
That's kind of white. That's kind of white of you. Hello Yasin. You're a hip hop channel? What the fuck? Let's say I brought you here and I said, we'd like to invest in Hello Yasin. Let's say you didn't have a name. Let's say you had It's Yasin. Change it to that. It's better. Hello Yasin is like, who are you saying hello to? You're not
myself in the mirror.
You're not even on camera on your videos, are you? No. That's because you're afraid of your hip-hop audience. They're like majority black. You're terrified of them, right? Really? You like me? Yeah. Maybe in the good old days. But listen to me. Let's say I said, hey, I want to pump $22 million into your channel. No catch. Are you down?
Probably, yeah.
Would you come to this hotel and negotiate? Hear me out?
We've already done it for...
What if I took you to a nice dinner? Give you the keys to a Lambo and said, hey, bring that Lambo to this hotel. We'll talk about our investors pumping your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You'd be here. Okay, let's play it out then. Hey, that's my niece. Just, yeah. Honey, shake Yasin's hand. Go ahead, shake her hand.
I mean, how old is this niece? I mean, I'll shake it.
You would shake the hand.
I'll shake that. Yeah, it's a polite gesture.
Darling, take your clothes off. And she's 8 years old, by the way. She's gonna strip naked. What are you gonna say?
Well, once I hear that, I'm gonna try to get the hell out of there.
No, you're gonna think it's a joke first. You're never gonna think a big businessman is, what the fuck is this? And the niece, she takes her clothes off in 2 seconds. She's butt naked. What's the first thing you say? You're gonna say, what the fuck is this, right?
Oh my lord.
Probably, if I'm not already out of there.
Well, you'd be packing up your equipment and leaving, right?
Yeah. Maybe even leaving it here.
So, how many seconds would you be in that room as she's naked?
Less than 1.
That's all we needed for that 2 day. We got the photo. You work for us, and you're gonna take our deal. That's blackmail, and that's what politics is.
Damn.
If I ever, and I'm not suicidal, if I ever get killed, it's because of that one. If I start saying more names, would you be compromised?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one.
Of course it's a good one. Use your fucking brain. Corruption's the easiest thing you could do. I can destroy your life in a second.
I think you're too...
Hey, bring Shelly in here!
We might have to cut this part out.
Just takes a second. You don't know anything because you watch Andrew Tate and these people, they don't understand. What do I love more than God? What did I love more? Before I came to God, what was my obsession? It was power. I don't want to read books. I just want to know how the ruling class operates. I have to read the books. Obsessed with power. When I worked in nightclubs, I had to be the best. I worked with veterans.
It's getting a bit too much.
Twitch streamer Musa USA.
Oh, it's too beast.
Something is off, and it's been off long enough now where you've probably stopped noticing it. So you're standing somewhere, let's say a park or a restaurant, or I don't know. Let's say you're standing in the kitchen of someone you love, and you have this faint sensation that
I'm not letting this go to waste. We're going to change the world, boys. You and I together are going to change this fucking world one way or another. We're going to leave this place better than we found it, even if it's just a little bit.
I wish I could have been stronger. I wish I could have lived better. I wish I could have done more.
I went to a homeless shelter to get what I have now. I went to a homeless shelter. I struggled. I went hungry 3 nights in a row every week to get what I have. Stop donating to Etika. He's using us for money. Who's that? You know, I'm fucking angry. I lost my big brother Randy, man. My brother died, bro. My older brother, he was 28. I'm 26, man. Like this, I lost him in 2010. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. From this point forward, if you think I'm about it for the money, then fuck you. Fuck you. I'm doing this because I've been doing it.
What's it gonna do? Is it gonna figure out?
Damn, bro.
Wait a minute. It says I'm gonna die. Time left 20 years, 6 months, and 6 days. I'm gonna die that soon? How did it predict that so? Why is that so soon? 2038 is right around the corner. Etiquette, you're gonna die. Star says etiquette. You're gonna straight up die. You're in trouble. But no, I'm good. You do to pay for my funeral 1,000,000 times over. Trust me, when I go into the ground, my mama's gonna see me in the best casket possible. I'm gonna have a bunch of silver on that bitch. I can't imagine a life without my mom. But you know, it's so crazy. Like one day, I'm gonna lose her, man. You know, she's not gonna live as long as I do over there. But unless something crazy happens and I die tonight. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. I'm sorry I pushed you all away. I'm sorry I made a clown of myself. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But unfortunately, I'm breaking my own rules.
And as a matter of fact, let me get it out the way right now. In case I ever do go down due to the dumb shit like Luke Bomber's saying, I want to be buried at the YouTube headquarters in LA. Put me right in front.
Well, guys, I don't have that much time left. Damn.
Oh, that's a long drop, bro.
Oh, you trying to fall down there?
No? We'll see where this goes, dude. But at this point now, I'm just gonna chill here. I bought a beef jerky steak, so I'm gonna eat this. And if I die, you'll know. The ballot, doing really well, by the way. I'm glad to see that it took off in such a great way. Keep putting your votes in, guys. See you later.
I was scared to the point where I was confused more than actually like afraid. And that long walk back to the hotel, the whole time I felt that shit. I felt that shit, yo. I felt that shit looking at me, yo. People have their own fucking problems. You got problems. I definitely have problems. But
so many questions as to how a seemingly healthy 21-year-old could die so unexpectedly.
He was like a real global superstar mogul.
Lucid Dreams was the smash.
Kid was so talented, man. His freestyle he did on Westwood when he rapped for hours. What the fuck?
And the Billboard Music Award goes to Juice WRLD.
Yo, what's up? I'm Juice WRLD. Motherfuckers gotta learn from the fatal mistakes that people make.
I don't get the whole lean thing. Like, how do you do lean knowing that it's like it can kill you right away?
But I want you to describe that single and that track that we're playing right now.
At what point do you get help?
It wasn't because of a trend. Like, motherfuckers was
being like, damn, I'm so embarrassed because there's a 16-year-old boy talking on the internet. Imagine that! How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing at your grown age?
A 16-year-old boy?
That's half your age group, yes.
TikToker turned streamer Braden Carter has been dating a girl that he refused to call his girlfriend, and he admitted that this was mainly due to his own fan base.
Wait, so you're saying it's not valid
for on Valentine's Day to spend $3,000 on flowers, a saxophone player, a dinner, a breakfast, a pay and sip, on everything, just to look in the comments and see community and screenshots of you sucking another man's in the comments. That's not valid.
In a normal life, Braden and his girl would be a happy couple in a serious relationship. But in the world of streaming and online content, both of them have trapped themselves into situations where they can't live their happily ever after. Or, really, if they were normal people, they may have not ever even met. Braden, for those that don't know, actually had high hopes.
What if Earth is actually hell? Look around at how chaotic the world is. What if hell isn't a place you go when you die? What if you're already in it right here, right now? And if Earth is hell, well then who the hell is God? Wouldn't that make him Satan? This isn't my theory. This is literally what multiple banned books from the Bible say over and over again. I'm talking about forbidden gospels your pastor would rather burn than read out loud. The Secret Book of John, the Gospel of Philip, the Gospel of the Gospel of Mary, on the origin of the world, the Apocalypse of James, the Secret Supper. These are ancient texts that were locked away because they say that God is actually the devil and trapped divine souls of light, that's us, inside bodies, inside of matter. Yeah. Welcome to hell. And even heaven is part of the trap. You've heard of the 7 heavens, right? Those forbidden texts expose that they are actually 7 layers of hell. And earth is just the very bottom of the abyss. But these texts also expose how language itself was hijacked to trick you into worshiping your captors. And you'll learn the secret knowledge that Jesus gave to see through the illusion and shatter the lies. So stick with me because this could be the most important video you ever watch. And by the end of this, you're gonna wake the hell up. I'm Morg, I'm an ex-Christian exposing forbidden knowledge to wake the world up and make enlightenment go viral. And today we're about to kick the gates of hell wide open and discover the truth about what Earth really is and most importantly, what you really are. Okay, before diving into the abyss, we have to ask, well, what's at the top? Because if Earth is really hell and we're in it, how did we get here? Did someone trap us? Did we up in a previous life? How did any of all this start in the first place? And that's exactly where one of the most explosive banned texts in history begins, the Secret Book of John. Now this thing was basically Jesus declassified. It's the conversation that didn't make it into the public Bible. In it, Jesus pulls John aside and says, you wanna know what's really going on? Fine, I'll show you the hidden realms the church could never preach about. So he doesn't go on about sin or salvation, but starts with something called the One, which is an indescribable source that existed before gods, angels, worlds, or anything at all. So why start here? Because you can't understand how broken this world is until you know what wholeness looks like. That's why the Secret Book of John kicks off at the very top of reality, way above the creator God of the Bible, to remind you that there's a higher power the church quietly left out. Once you really get that, everything else finally makes sense. Okay, so let's start at the very top, above heaven, beyond every idea of God you've ever heard. So imagine for a minute that behind the curtain of this whole cosmic drama, there's just a single infinite source. Not an old man on a beard with a throne, not any kind of person or creature at all. I'm talking about something so beyond that even calling it God is flat out wrong. See, the Secret Book of John says that this isn't a being in the way that we think of beings at all. It's something much grander. Jesus says the One is indescribable, for no one can put any words to it.
The One is perfect light, totally indescribable.
If it's indescribable, why did you just describe it as perfect light?
Oh my God, shut up.
So every mainstream religion has tried to stick name tags and rules on God. They paint God as a father, a king, a judge, a dude in the sky demanding worship or you're toast. But according to the secret teachings, all those images are
getting more retarded listening to all that.
You've probably heard by now a fan.
No way.
You've probably heard by now a fan-made pitch for a Jak and Daxter remake surfaced online very recently. And here's a look.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened!
Oh.
What? Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
The whole shit. The whole game.
Looking at this remade cutscene, sure, we could start analyzing differences and all that. At quick glance, for example, the ground lacks the precursor metal from the original, but as we just stated, this was a pitch, not something final or anything of such sort. Think of this as a polished draft, trying to showcase a vision you have for a certain IP, and that was exactly the point of this sequence. This right here was brought to you by a former animator at Sanzaro Games, Travis Howe. I first stumbled on this reveal via a tweet on X by eCommunity. The original source of the video would be the animator's LinkedIn. While Howe made a statement on their profile, he also went on to credit former senior character artist at Sanzaro, Tyler Bronis. This was such a fun pitch to work on back in 2019. I made the Jack model, environment, art, lighting, and the editing camera work. Props to everyone else who helped out. Jack's whole render in this scene can also be found on their ArtStation. As for the original poster, Howe shared this after sharing the clip. A long while back, a team was assembled to pitch a remaster of Jak and Daxter. I was asked to animate an IGC, I guess that's short for in-game cutscene, shot for shot, to show what this updated version would look like. To be abundantly clear, this was not commissioned by Sony, nor did they have any involvement in our proposal. This was essentially a fan pitch to try and gain their permission. Although the remaster wasn't to be, I'm really proud of how it came together. By the way, if you still want a remake, like and share and let's get the word out. This was shown with permission. Looking at what we can gather from their statement, they had a team put together to try and envision what a Jak and Daxter remake would look like. Not commissioned or asked by Sony, this was completely of their own volition. The terms remaster and remake seemed to have been interchanged in their statement, but for the sake of clarity, remake would be the suitable term. Although nothing came to fruition, whether or not Sony outright refused or said no, it's not made clear. We simply assume it got refused. This whole fan pitch by Sanzaro really...
Yo, I cannot understand how people can watch my lives. Thank God I have no viewers, man. Huh. Because if I have, I will never understand why.
Brother.
And how. Mira?
Oh. Heads up, if you break the rules in this video, you will accomplish a different sound that doesn't sound like it's stuck in the box of these confines, so keep that in mind.
Watch your bro cook up, I guess. Like, I guess most of my videos is just like, if you were in my house or you were next to me wherever I was cooking up and you just watched me do something, it's just shadowing. I feel like shadowing is just one of the best ways to learn anything in general. So today, I'm just going to show you how to master chords and master the piano the easiest way that I learned for myself. And I feel like learning this way is very productive, and you can play almost any basic chord you want to and know music theory on day 1, day 2. So let me teach you how the piano works real quick. And how do you make chords? The easiest way for me to...
He's usual producer. He has every entitlement to say that. What a beast. I will need to save this and send it to Cage one day. Because she needs these tips. No way.
I'm Garrett, I'm 19 years old, and for the last year and a half I've been learning to solo sail in Hawaii and prepping my boat, the North Sea 27, to travel the world. After a long time of being at the harbor working on my boat, it's time to leave the dock and sail to French Polynesia. This is a 2,400 mile upwind trip and should take about 25 days.
Whoa.
I just left the Alloy Harbor for Papeete, French Polynesia. I have a good feeling about this day doing this. I tried already once, but I had problems with my wind vane and it was super windy. But today is really nice. There's lots of people.
2 years ago, I got an
It's like so cold out right now.
So sorry.
Fine, bro.
So I am a dumb bitch. How can I not be so stupid and keep my husband? I want to keep him happy, and I think all the women listening too, they want to know the secrets to a good relationship.
I'll tell you the secrets.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men? You know what? If I were to just make him 2 coffees and shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
he's going to look like the big G. And he's going to be in love with me. That's what you have to do
But
as a
hold on,
woman.
but
I won't mince words. Jack 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Now, it's not in the top 5, it's more like number 10 in the top 10, but it still gets a spot in the list without question. I bring this up at the forefront of the video because I want to make my
Island
Boy.
That right here is
want to make my stance on the
fucking fact.
Island Boy. Did that just send you into a fight or flight response? Yeah, I bet it did. That's a name you probably haven't heard in many moons now. The Island Boys have had a huge fall off. Very few people even remember them. I completely forgot they existed until a clip surfaced of one of them doing a 20 women versus 1 Island Boy, and he was just getting brutally cooked, absolutely roasted. It wasn't like a dating thing, it was more just 20 women line up to insult this guy to his face, but he is so unbelievably stupid, he can't even understand half of the insults. It's cinema, and I have to share it with all of you.
In today's video, we got 20 women versus 1 Island Boy.
This intro had me giggling hard. I was hooked immediately. 20 women versus 1 Island Boy. The guy's just awkwardly sitting there doing this. That kind of thing. Oh, man. I knew I was in for a good time watching this.
Alright, what's up? Listen, I'm the Island Boy. I'm here with this girl. What's her name?
Annie.
Annie. I'm gonna rate you 8.
I didn't think it was possible to have this low of a charisma stat. This guy can very barely get words out of his mouth. And he looks like he is like spamming idle animations on a Mortal Kombat character select screen just to stay somewhat lucid. Because it looks like if he stopped moving for more than like 3 seconds, like stopped swaying, his whole body would shut off. It looks like he is perpetually on the verge of passing out. Like his brain has to work so hard just to get a few neurons to fire to do the bare minimum of human sentience. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Oh, she's an A. Why can't you give this an A, bro? I don't know. Are you Asian?
Yeah.
You're Asian?
Mm-hmm.
Like fully Asian?
I'm half Vietnamese.
I don't know, because I heard Asian girls have like bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
I f***ed the Asian girl before.
Oh, it's not me though.
It's not you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What am I supposed to do with her? Yes?
So how you feel? You said swipe right?
Yeah.
Swipe right is good.
Nice! Look at the way the Island Boy handled business
What
here.
was that? Bro. Oh,
Smooth talking.
Bro,
Silver-tongued Casanova. Are you Asian? I heard Asian girls have something pussy, I think is what he said. And then she said, okay, where'd you hear that? And he just goes, I fucked an Asian girl. So you heard it from yourself. I also don't think he fucked an Asian girl, by the way. I think he was trying to look cool. It's incredible how just, even through the computer screen, I'm getting dry.
Yeah,
it's making me like shrivel up into myself. I can only imagine what it's like to
bro.
be in the same room as this.
I was literally feeling uncomfortable.
Like it's like a Dementor of vibes. He comes in and just sucks out all good vibes and leaves nothing but awkward cringe in its wake.
Swipe right.
Right eye. So she good.
Okay. Man, what the?
You have nothing to say. What?
Do you have a fake chain or something?
How can someone be this observably dumb? He is an actual imbecile. Every time he opens his mouth, you can hear the idiot inside of him. This guy is actually just fucking stupid. He is just fucking dumb, and he can't interact with people at all. So even on this dating show, he can't muster the bare minimum of introducing himself. The best he can do is interrogate her about a fake chain. And the host of this has to keep prodding the island boy for a couple of extra thoughts because he just can't speak in more than like 3 words at a time. So the host is like, why did you rate that girl an 8? Or, why do you think that, Fly? That's the island boy's name. This is Fly, one half of the island boys. It's unfathomable. And honestly, seeing that they're successful should show you just how far we have devolved as a species, that we allow someone like this to have as much money as he does. It's so embarrassing. It's so fucking sad and pathetic.
You have fake chains, so what's the problem with me having a fake chain?
I don't have any chains on.
Well, I mean, you have fake chains, so like, if I have a fake chain, why is that? You're supposed to be asking my name and introducing yourself.
Girl, what are you talking about? I have fake chains?
Well, you're asking about my chain. Like, are you introducing yourself? What's your name?
Okay, yes, my name is Fly.
Fly, you kissed your brother.
I most definitely kissed my brother.
Yep, uh-huh.
And I made millions off of it.
Oh, congratulations, bro. You'd do it again?
No.
You wouldn't? Okay, valid. I mean, I wouldn't either.
Wait, Fly,
That's how he got famous.
why you say you...
That's how he got famous?
I feel like the host also despises this worm. He's constantly kind of poking him like, so why wouldn't you kiss your brother anymore, Fly? Come on, explain it. Now, this is the clip that went viral, is this lady in the gray outfit. She came on and just instantly tears this guy's asshole apart. She stretches Fly's ass full goatsy and does not let up. So she immediately lets the audience know that Fly makes out with his brother for internet attention and money online. Fly likes to claim that through kissing his brother, he makes millions, which is a full-blown fib. That is a super lie. There is no way he and his brother have generated millions of dollars through them constantly making out in those videos. Nobody wants to see that disgusting shit. The only reason the Island Boys did make money is because they were paid for appearances so people could clown on them. And the people that watch them solely to make fun of them. They are a public spittoon that people like spitting on. So they made a lot of money through that. Not through the incest that they used to like to film for content online. He definitely hasn't made millions from making out with his brother.
If you made millions off of it, wouldn't you do it again?
Because look, to be honest with you, like she said, I had fake chains on.
You said is my chain fake.
And to be honest with you, listen, I wouldn't. Okay, if I was to walk past by you at the mall, I would. Well, I don't go to malls, but I wouldn't even look at you.
Thank God.
He can't even process a question. The host said, why wouldn't you do that anymore, Fly, about making out with his brother? Explain why you put the kibosh on that. And it didn't register at all. He completely forgot that that ever existed because his brain is so fucking poisoned from drugs and lean and whatever else. So he completely forgot about that and then said, like, because she talked about me having fake chains. So you stopped kissing your brother because she came in here and said that you have fake chains? What are you talking about, you fucking weirdo? You absolute degenerate scumbag weirdo. I passed you in a mall. Actually, I don't go to malls. But if I pass by you, I wouldn't look at you.
I mean, you're my height. You're scrawny. You're skinnier than me. You wear a size small. You made out with your brother. Everyone thinks you're Jeffrey Epstein's son. Like, you're looking for your third baby mother. Good job. Thinks you're Jeffrey Epstein's son. I mean, you're my height. You're scrawny. You're skinnier than me. You wear a size small. You made out with your brother. Everyone thinks you're Jeffrey Epstein's son. Like, I mean, good job.
Okay.
You're looking for your third baby mother because the first two you couldn't keep?
My third baby mama. Why would I? Why
I mean, why are you on a 2v1? I'm just asking.
Because
you
I
could
was
have just introduced
asked
yourself.
to. Okay.
You could have just introduced yourself.
Just
though.
listen.
If you're gonna be rude, I'll be rude too.
Bro, just listen. Look.
Okay, now I'll listen.
Okay, listen. You look like you're from Minnesota.
Okay, and you look like you're 5'2".
Okay. That's
Do you
fine.
have like booster shoes?
No, I don't have
Do you have a
booster shoes.
booster seat for
That's
when
a
you
booster
drive?
I like his shoes though. I ain't gonna lie though. I like
His
his
shoes
shoes
are
though.
hard, but they have a little extra height option.
Why are we all playing around about his shoes looking hard? They are not. That looks like some shit I would have worn when I was 8 years old with the little light up things on the bottom of your shoes where it gives like little RGB gamer lights when you take steps. That looks like what he's wearing. He is wearing bedazzled fucking combat boots with 5-inch heels on them. They are not cool. And she is absolutely right. This guy is a loser, and she is just saying that directly to his face, insulting him, and it just looks like he is in a state of blue screening in the brain, like he is just constantly blue screened. He can't grasp a thought, he can't talk, and he doesn't know what anyone's saying to him, it sounds like. I imagine what goes through his head is what went through Spike's head in that episode of Rugrats when you got the POV of Spike the dog, where anytime like the parents were talking to Spike, it was Spike. Like that's what I imagine the island boy hears anytime someone speaks to him.
Look, I'm gonna keep real to you. I spend a lot of money on my
That's
drip.
great. That's awesome. I saw you shopping at Lululemon the other day.
Dude, at Lululemon, it was for a girl.
Okay, good.
Girl, I have a mansion. I have a
That's
nice car.
rented on Airbnb.
I have a nice car.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
Good job.
And you're broke as.
Okay, yes. Did kissing your brother get you the mansion?
Girl, to be honest, you need to dye your hair black
Okay.
because you look.
Black?
Yes, because you look emo.
Okay, now I'm emo.
Yeah, not you.
I'm emo because you kissed your brother.
Your teeth are yellow.
Okay, that's fine. I can get them fixed, but you can't unkiss your brother.
Bro, why am I talking to this stupid?
It's like he's about to cry. That one he understood. That one penetrated his infinity layer of stupidity that surrounds his body.
True.
That one made it through. That insult landed, and he is not happy. Jiminy Christmas, just listening to him, though, his insults. Your teeth are yellow. You should dye your hair black because you're emo. Like, how do you even take someone like that seriously? It's so pathetic. It's like it's almost pitiful. Like I almost feel bad for him if he wasn't just such a insufferable douchebag asshole.
You kept talking. I kept responding.
Girl, I'm better than you.
You're not. You're my height.
My status is.
Says who?
Okay.
You're famous for what? You get clowned on the internet for fun. Good job. You're famous for getting laughed at.
What do you want to be?
Oh, Jinkies, she is so right. Their entire legacy, their entire existence is just to be laughed at. They are just a laughing stock, and they have made some money off of just being those clowns. He is not better than her. He likes to try and pretend that he's better than everyone he interacts with and his status is so much better. But she's right. He's just someone that people can't help but point and laugh at because they're fucking losers.
Sienna, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know.